Hello, everyone. How are you? It's just 8 o'clock, so I'll give everybody just about a minute to get on with me. For those of you who haven't really met me yet, I know some of you have seen 2 days of meditation challenges with me in my either yoga clothes or my pajamas as I roll out of bed. Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Pamela. I am a Kundalini yoga teacher. I started taking my 200-hour training up north when I lived in Connecticut. I have since moved to Florida where I had started the 300-hour training up north and had to kind of postpone that a little bit. So hopefully I'll be able to get to some of Ravi's training when he gets closer by, maybe in the Carolinas. That'll be a little easier. So yes, I've now migrated from Connecticut to officially living in Florida. So hello from sunny Florida. But I've been practicing yoga now in various capacities for about 3 years. I'm doing my math right. I think I'm close. So welcome. And again, happy 2020. Happy New Year. So for those of you that have taken on the Long Ek Ong Kar challenge, welcome aboard. If this is your first Kundalini yoga meditation, I am super excited to have you doing this one because this is one of my personal favorites. I absolutely love it. I love the sounds. I love the feeling. I like the meditation. And we are doing this as a 7-minute meditation. I mean, it can be practiced from anywhere from the 7 minutes all the way up to 2.5 hours a day. So depending on how crazy you want to get, you can do that. Now, for those of you that have never done Kundalini before, Kundalini yoga is a medley of movement, mantras, breathing, and all of how to bring a unity to the body, okay? A unity with the universe, to bring that connection with your soul to the infinite, okay? And Long Ek Ong Kar meditations, that is one of the few meditations that will allow you to tap into that connection, that soul connection that you have with the universe. This way you can really feel the abundance, the joy, the happiness, the healthiness, the amazing qualities that come when you're in full alignment. And it's also a great opportunity to do any cleansing. The Long Ek Ong Kar challenge will allow stuff to come up and out that no longer serves you, thus creating space in the body. This way you can get some more room to really be present and really fully enjoy the world around you. So again, if you're joining me tonight, hello and welcome. It is Thursday night. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about Long Ek Ong Kar. I'm going to talk about the phrasing, the pronunciation, breath work, things like that I started to notice the last 2 days, and just seeing some comments and check-ins from people in the group. I think this is going to be really beneficial. And the more feedback, the more comments, the more you put out there, the more I can give you the trainings you need. So if you're joining me tonight, give me a shout out. Let me know you're out there. Let me know where you're joining me from, because I've got people in this group from all over the country. And I think one girl maybe from a completely another country, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're out there and you're joining me, definitely give me a shout. If you're catching this on a replay, drop me a hashtag replay. I want to know you're out there. I want to know if this is resonating, if it's helping. If you have questions, use this as your opportunity. Hey, Crystal, thank you for joining. I see Tony hopped on. Amazing. Again, if you're out there, like I said, I am your accountability partner for the next 40 days. This is a service that my one-on-one clients would die for. So take this opportunity to pick my brain, to ask me questions, to get everything you can out of this 40 days. So when we get to the end, you're going to feel amazing. And I'll bet you even some of you keep going. You probably will do it for the 100-day challenge or maybe the 1,000 days. It's going to be great. So I want to open up my notes here. So just bear with me. So it's going to be a little like up, down, up, down. I really apologize. I hate doing that, but if I don't read this to you, then I am not going to remember it all and I'm going to feel really bad. So the meditation that we're doing, again, it's that Long Ek Ong Kars. It can be done by itself. Traditionally, it is the first meditation of that Aquarian morning sadhana. If you're into that kind of a whole 62 minutes of Kundalini meditations, it's all different kinds in that 62 minutes. But again, it can be done by itself like we're doing today. And to give you the full translation, so the entire meditation, it's Ek Ong Kar Sat Nam Siri Wahe Guru. And when you translate that, so completely translated, it means all is one that one is truth. And when Yogi Bhajan first started doing this, he attributed it to his realization, okay? That idea of that this kind of a wisdom, this meditation was able to bring him from darkness to light. So again, getting rid of what no longer serves you and making all of the space for all of the good, that connection with the universe to bring to you the good stuff. Excuse me, my allergies are horrendous. For those of you that saw my sneezing fit this morning, I'm so sorry. But again, so that, again, that yogic, that meditation, I'm going to type it in the comments here. So it's Ek Ong Kar Sat Nam Siri. Oops, can't type. Wahe Guru. So there is the full rundown. So when you pronounce this, the idea with mantras, and it really doesn't matter which mantra it is, because each time you vocalize one of these mantras, so if it's the Long Ek Ong Kars, if it's just the like Sat Kriyas, things like that, it's how the tongue hits the inside of your mouth. So not to get too technical, but you're looking for that motion, that open, that jaw, everything that's happening inside of here to pronounce your words. So Ek is just exactly what it sounds like. So like I said, let me get my notes here. I mean, Ek is very simple. It's Ek. So not Ik, but Ek. And when you do that, after you've taken this big inhale, you're almost going to feel a little pull from inside your solar plexus. So right in, actually can't really see that, but down right in here. So as you say Ek, you're going to feel this tightening of your core muscles. You're going to feel a little tightening back here. That's going to be that short Ek. And then when you say Ong, you're looking for that nasal sound. So that sound like when you're sick, you know, that up in your nose kind of sound. And you're going to feel that neck lock almost back in here, back in the back of your throat. So it's a tightness, okay? So it's Ek Ong. So you get that nasally, like that Ong, like, you know, like that kind of noise. That's what you're looking for. And by tightening the back of your throat back in here, you're going to get that pull, and it's going to allow it to go up into that headspace so you get that nasal sound. And you're going to hold the Ong. Excuse me. Sorry, that was my cat. I don't have a baby. I have a cat, but he sounds like a baby. What are you doing? You coming up here? You want to say hi? Yeah, okay, that's his hi. So again, so it's Ek, that short pull tight. Like I said, you're almost going to feel that in there. And then Kar is, again, you're going to hold that Kar. You're just going to slide Ong into Kar. And again, you can do it at your own pace if that feels better. Yeah, I know. Are you laughing at the cat or are you laughing at me? So that's that idea. And then like we're using a tape, so I'm kind of trying to follow the chant. And what's nice is you'll hear that little sat at the end, so you know, like stop and take your next deep breath. Love to my assistant, yes. That is my assistant. He's being a little whiny because I've been at work all day and he wants attention, but we are here and we're doing this. He needs to understand this is his job. He's my yoga assistant. Yeah, you. So it's Ek Ong Kar, and you can almost relax there a little bit. And like I said, on the tape, you're gonna hear that little sat, so you know to kind of stop. If you're doing this on your own, go till the breath runs out. And then take your next deep inhale, and that's when you're gonna start the next portion of the meditation, that Sat Nam. So it's a short Sat and a long Nam. So Sat Nam, and again, you draw that out. Sounds pretty self-explanatory, Sat Nam. And then it's a short Siri. So you have Ek Ong Kar Sat Nam Siri. Okay? So kind of like the little guy on your phone, Siri. And then you take one more, just like a really deep breath on the third portion, just a solid inhale. So you can do a short wah, And then hold the Hey Guru. So that's just one beat after another. So short Ek, Long Ong Kar. Big inhale. Short Sat, Long Nam, short Siri. Solid inhale. Short Wa, and then even Hey Guru. Does that make more sense? Let me know if that helps. And this is why it's really recommended that you do this kind of thing in easy pose, because you're not putting any strain on your body. You're allowing for the full breaths that need to happen. So you're not trying to hold other poses. You're not using other muscles. You're not using other mass things that are going on. This is what you're looking at. So when we sit in easy pose, and I always say easy pose, but again, it's whatever is comfortable for you, because that is the point of Kundalini yoga, is that it is accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Yay, helpful. I love that. Thank you, Crystal, for your feedback. But yeah, Kundalini yoga is supposed to be for anyone. It's a householder's yoga. Originally, they were looking at using it to be accessible because people have lives. They have jobs. They have kids. They have families. They have stuff. Everybody's got stuff. And it's important to have a practice that you can put into your stuff, so this way we don't all lose our minds. We still have a way to ground and be aware and not be attached and really enjoy life. With everything else that's running around, you need to have that space for you. So like I said, traditionally this meditation is done in easy pose. So that's that crisscross applesauce. Now, 7 minutes, it's not that long. For most people, you can pretty much sit crisscross applesauce for 7 minutes. Some meditations I've done, we've done them for 7. We've done them for 31 minutes. When we did the Sudarshan Kriya in my training, that was 62 minutes. I am not comfortable sitting in easy pose for that long. I severely struggle. My hip flexors are very, very tight, mostly because I work an office job and I sit all day. So I'm constantly having to stretch, do things with them in order to get myself comfortable. So if sitting in easy pose is uncomfortable, don't do it. And I say that completely with confidence because that's what Ravi, my yoga teacher, did. I told him, it hurts. I don't like how I feel. I can't focus on meditation. Oh my God, but everybody says they're sitting in easy pose. And he literally said to me, he's like, can you sit on your heels? Can you put your butt between your knees? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, then do that. He's like, why would you do something that hurts? Mind blown. I thought I was supposed to sit in easy pose. So newsflash to the world. Yeah, of course, everybody wants you in easy pose, but if it's not comfortable, don't do it. And that's with any practice you have. I am not one of those teachers that tells you, you have to do it this way. No, if it's not comfortable, don't do it, because you're going to get hurt and then you're going to be upset and you're not going to be able to enjoy your life. And you're not going to get the full blessing of the meditation when you're too focused, you're in pain, you're upset. Just don't do it. So if easy pose isn't your jam, try rock pose. That's where you're sitting on your knees with your butt on your heels. You might want to put a blanket under your ankles or under your knees if that's too much. Or like I said, you can separate your heels a little bit and slide your butt between your heels if that's comfortable for you. That's the opposite of easy pose. You're going to actually turn your hip muscles the other way. So that's a lot of time how I sit. I put the meditation pillow and I sit kind of in that weird splayed out V with my heels out and my butt kind of between my heels. But again, if you need to sit in a chair, like I'm sitting here now talking to you, sit in a chair. That's cool. You want to sit with your legs long in front of you? That's cool too. But get in a comfortable seated position where you can stay without being too fidgety, okay? And that's where you're going to go ahead, and that's where I would start rolling the shoulders up to the ears, because I want you to get your spine as long as possible. I want you to feel super tall, because this is going to open up your entire heart center, your entire rib cage, that entire belly, where you're going to get these big, deep inhales. And that's what you need to hold these meditations long. If you're not getting a good breath, you're not going to hold it. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. So if you want to do this and you want to do it really well, I highly recommend practicing long, deep breathing and using that 3-part yogic breath. It's really going to make you aware of your body and show you just how much you can open up. So if you're joining me tonight and you've got the ability to get comfy, like I said, get yourself in a comfortable seated position. Like I said, I'm in a chair. You can do this in a chair. This is a good breath work to practice. If you're on break at the office, you're stuck on the subway, you're sitting in the back of your Uber, you could do this anywhere, I'm telling you. It's like guerrilla meditation. It can be done anywhere, at any time, in any fashion. So when you take a big inhale, a lot of the breath work that we're focusing on right now, it's in and out through your nose. Okay, we're really focused in here. As you take the big inhale, what I want you to do is I want you to feel the entire belly and the sides of your belly. Can't really see, I guess. I don't really want to stand up. So you're, like I said, you're going to open up this belly. You're going to feel that inhale really expand. So as you inhale, I want you to feel the belly, the whole ribs, all of this in here open up. And as that breath fills up that space, let it continue to expand. Fill up through heart center. You're going to feel the upper chest cage, everything open up, chest cage, rib cage, everything open up. And then I want you to feel that breath come all the way to the top. And when you have nowhere else, no other space, nothing can expand, your back, nothing can open up any further, that's where the exhale will happen, okay? So that's a really great breath work to practice to really start getting control of your breathing. So again, it's that inhale that's building up through the belly, coming up through the ribs, all the way up in, and then exhale all the way back down, letting everything out as much as possible. So once you've got control of your breath, this meditation is going to be easy peasy. So when we start the meditation, you're going to take a giant inhale, like a big inhale through your nose. So that, and as you say ek, like I said, you're tightening everything up, but don't let the breath push out. Still keep it nice and tight in there. So ek, oh, right now I'm expanding noise, but I'm actually letting the breath out of my body until you can't breathe anymore. I mean, when I was doing vocal training and things like that, it's when I was singing, back in the day, I was a singer. It happened. The idea is to get all of that breath in there. And then as it slowly releases, that's where that 3-part yogic breathing comes in. Because remember how I talked about the exhale going back down through the body? Do the same as you're letting the air come out through your voice. As you're letting that mantra out, do the same. And I don't care if you're a good singer or you're a bad singer, that's not what Kundalini meditation's for. These are just, this is chanting, this is mantras. You don't have to be amazing. You don't have to be Mariah Carey. It's okay. So as you take that big breath in, it's controlling that airflow. So you're hearing that, oh, the air is coming out of here, car, and eventually your belly's going to come all the way back down to nothing, so you're this big. And then guess what? There's no more air in your body. Now it's time to fill it all up again. Sat na. Well, the air goes down. So you want to really control that. And like I said, that last breath, that Waheguru, is just a simple, like you don't need as big of an expansion. You're not going to need as much air. So the more fluent you get with your breath work, the more you start to use the breath, that's where you're going to learn to control it. So another really great way is, this is something we did in our 12 Days to Fitness challenge, was that box breathing, was learning how to do an inhale, hold the inhale, exhale all the breath out, and then hold that exhale out. You're going to start teaching your body where and when it doesn't need to breathe. I guess that makes sense. Breathing is kind of overrated. It's learning to control it. So the 3-part yogic breath is really great for filling all those crevices, getting aware of your body, getting in tune with your body, starting to get to know yourself. Because I mean, you could sit there and you put your hands kind of on your rib cage like this. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Sorry, it's a little weird, but I'm going to show you this. So when your hands are on your ribs and you have no air, everything's like expelled out of you. Your fingertips touch, right? Excuse me. Letting all that air out, so I'm all touchy here. So you see my middle fingers, how they're touching? As you inhale, you notice how they separate? So now I can't touch them anymore. Like I'd have to force the touch. That's my ribs. My ribs opened up. I filled with all of that air. And then as you exhale, that's gonna close. So if you really wanna know if you're getting big breaths, I highly recommend even laying on your floor on your back. You can put one hand on your tummy or the two right over your rib cages, letting all the air out. And then as you inhale, feel that open up. Feel this fill up. I mean, you can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, and as you exhale, feel all that go down. Start to get to know your body, really get in tune with it. Don't be afraid of your body. And that's what's gonna help you recognize your breathing skills. And like I said, when you feel really confident with that, I highly recommend the box breathing, because that's what's gonna start you inhaling, exhaling, and holding inhales and exhales, something you're not used to, because most of us breathe, we breathe out. We breathe in, we breathe out. It's very rare that we're like, I'm just not gonna breathe. I'm just gonna sit here and not let any air do anything. It's not natural. So with Long Ek Ong Kars, this meditation, it's not natural. You're holding air, you're pushing air, you're doing things that your body's like, can we just breathe when we need to and, you know, chant or say the mantra when we need to? No, it's meant to be done a certain way. So that's why it's so important to start working on that breath work. So this way, yeah, you can take that big inhale. Ek, and you can hold that forever and let it go all the time. But see, I'm not breathing. I'm just, the air is kind of moving out on its own. I'm not forcing it out. I'm not doing it. I'm letting the body stay in its state as long as possible. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess it kind of makes sense. So let me know if that information on breathing helps. If the information on the meditation itself, as far as pronunciation, holding time, if that makes sense. Because if not, I will do this again. I will get on here live and do this all over again. Trying to do this in the best way, like I said, because I noticed it when I was doing the meditation. I'm going, if I'm feeling these things, other people probably are too. And the questions I was getting. So I really want you guys to be able to say the mantra with confidence. Ek Ong Kar Sat Nam Siri Wahe Guru. I want you to feel more confident on the phrasing. So short Ek, long Ong, long Kar, short Sat, long Nam, short Siri, short Wa, even He Guru. And then, yeah, once you learn the breath work, that's where it's going to come into play. And this breath work, you can do it. You want to get up earlier than do this before your meditation. You want to do it after the meditation. Like I said, you can do it throughout your day because it's super great for grounding, bringing awareness. If you're feeling stressed, your day is going long, you need to kind of like rejuvenate and revive. Breath work is super good to start moving the body. And then, yeah, before bed, it totally calms and brings down the mind. So these are all really great times to practice. Super helpful. Yes, thank you. And then, yes, so every day at 5 a.m., I will be here live to do the meditation. If you have comments, questions, concerns, drop them in any of the videos. If you're feeling super, you know, snazzy out there like me, drop a check-in. I would love to know how your days are going. I love that Crystal shared what was coming up for her, and I really want to know more. You've got me curious. Because it's different for everybody. The energy shifts, the things that are going to come up, you just never know. With meditation, it could be something that happened when you were 5. It might be reoccurring energies like, I don't know, relationships, things like that are coming up, kind of like those deja vu feelings. And this is all stuff that you've been bottling up inside, you've been holding on, that dark cloud has been hanging out, and it's blocking your sun, it's blocking your light. So let this meditation, let it rise up and let it go out. Now, if these feelings come up, are uncomfortable, they're striking a nerve, I know some people have PTSD, things like that, open your eyes, get out of your meditation, get out of your own way. I am not in you, so I don't know. If it's something you can hold on to that you know you got to let up and out, and you can do it without sacrificing your mental state, sacrificing yourself, maybe it's the time to let it out. You might shed a tear or two. I've done meditations where I'm crying because stuff just came out and it feels amazing. Everybody is different. Only you know how you feel. Like I said, I'm not in your body. I mean, even if we were doing this all live in my living room together, like elbow to elbow, I'm still not inside you. I don't know, unfortunately. You need to trust yourself to know, is it something I have to get out of it and, you know, come back out? Or is it something that, yeah, I can let this stuff up and out and release because I finally feel comfortable enough to do that. And again, it's different for everybody. But remember, any space that you clear, you're only making room for the good, because Long Ek Ong Kars are going to change your mindset. They're going to open you up to the light of the universe, that soul connection. They're going to open you to the abundance. You're going to feel that sun that resides in your second chakra and your third chakra, your core down in, not your second, your third chakra, your core down in here. You're going to feel that aura grow brighter because you're creating space to allow all the good in. So I'm really excited to hear the different shifts, what you've noticed. Like I said, I highly recommend getting your own journal. It doesn't have to be anything special, but somewhere maybe you could write down what's coming up. You could write down your thoughts. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this kind of stuff tomorrow in my private Facebook group, Vibrant, Carefree, and Fabulous Females, where I go over the 3 C's to success. as we start talking about our journeys into the new year, what we got going on, all the fun stuff. But yeah, if you don't have a journal, and like I said, it could be something fancy, it could be just a regular college ruled 80-page, one subject notebook, whatever it is for you. Or if you're a technology person, maybe it's in your phone or your laptop or whatever. That's cool too. I like an old-fashioned journal. Pen and paper is great. But I highly recommend writing this stuff down because honestly, I don't always remember what I had for breakfast. So if you think 40 days down the road, I would love to be able to track my progress. But that's just me. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want to. I don't know. But if you really want to see the change and see what's going on, start writing the feelings down. Start writing what you're noticing. Like I said, even if it's just feelings, if it's I felt a little sad, or I felt this, or I felt that, like I said, definitely stay in tune with that and notice the shift. Notice what starts coming your way as your 40 days goes, or what starts going away. Like I said, it's really helpful to keep track and really get into that 40-day challenge. And this, when we get to the end, like I said, if you really like it, I mean, there's always setting new goals. Maybe you keep it going for 100 days or 1,000 days. I don't know. So again, I hope that really helps. And let me know if you have any more questions, if anything's coming up. I will, like I said, as questions come up, comments come up, start seeing trends, I'll do more trainings if I think it needs to happen. I will also schedule a couple of live Q&As just so we can spend a little time together and you can ask me anything about anything. Like I said, stuff may be coming up. Maybe you have more questions about the meditation. It'll be your chance to pick my brain. Like I said, here it is. You get 40 days of me all to yourselves to ask me whatever and anything you want, okay? So take advantage as much as you can. All right, so with that, I am going to close. And, oh, I'm a great teacher. Oh, thank you. I didn't see that comment before, Crystal. I love you. Mwah. I love you all. So again, I hope this helps. If you're catching this on a replay, please leave me a hashtag replay. Let me know what's going on. And I will see you all at 5 a.m. So for some of you, this is still early. Like I know Anya's in California, so she's probably going to catch this probably around now. For those of you that are in the Eastern time zone, go to bed, and I'll see you at 5. Okay, bye guys.